Hello everyone, my name is Sakshi and today we will see some real-time scenario which will help you to crack the Informatica interview. So I have collected few scenarios here, we'll see one by one. So first we'll see the cumulative sum salary. So first understand what is the cumulative. It is increased by one addition after another. So basically it return a running total. A running total means cum return or total each time it add a value. For example, this is my source 40,000, 60,000, 40,000, 60,000 and 50,000 record. So what I want in my output in my target 40,000 it will take as it is, then it will be increasing by one addition after another means what? It will calculate 40,000 plus 60,000 is 1 lakh, then this 1 lakh into 40,000 for 1 lakh 40,000, then again this 1 lakh 40,000 plus this 60,000 is 2 lakh, then this 2 lakh plus 50,000 is 2 lakh 50,000. So let's understand how we'll achieve this scenario in mapping. So I have created one mapping. I took source as the employee table Oracle connection, and in expression I have created one output salary output port, and I have simply passed the cum, or you can say QME. This is the inbuilt function for the cumulative salary and it is available in built-in function. You can click all the functions and you can take it from here. So on which column we have to do? Salary columns. I took the salary column here. Then in target I have created runtime target. Okay, cumulative. So we'll run this mapping. So there are two ways by using inbuilt function. Also you can calculate the cumulative salary, and in you can use the expression. In expression you can also use the sequence. By using sequence also you can calculate. So you can see here our mapping executed successfully with 7 affected rows. So let's check in target. So you can see here. Okay, I took the different source actually, and this is the different one. No worry, but logic is same. You can see here, this is the source. And this is the output. So 40,000 plus 60,000, 1 lakh. 1 lakh plus 40,000 is 1 lakh 40,000, and likewise. So in this way you can achieve the cumulative salary scenario. Now we are talking about the second scenario. That is first, second 10 records means what? This is my source. Okay, let me show you mapping. So we have 20 records in my source system. When we run for the first time, it should load only 10 record into my target, and when it runs second time, it should be load another 10 record which are not loaded. For example, this is my source. In first run, I want this record up to 10. Okay, and after that I want 11 to 20 which is not loaded in first session. So this is the most asked interview question. So we'll see. I took source. In source I have simply write down the query. That is, I took the order table here. Let me show you. Okay, this is my table. So what I have done, I simply wrote down the query, that is select order number, punch amount, order date. I have took all the column name and I passed the row num as a number from orders. Then here I have created variable, two variable 1 and variable 2, and simply I pass type as a string, because we have to pass value for this variable at the time of run, whenever we run the mapping. Here I created the runtime target. So let's run this mapping. You can see mapping runs successfully with 0 records. Okay, let me check in target. It is showing 0 record because we have not we have not given any values. So let me pass value. Here you can see the input parameter option 10. Here I have to pass 1 and 10. Now let's run. So you can see now 10 records are loaded into my target. Actual record was 20,000 in my source, but 10 records are affected. So let me check. So you can see we got 1 to 10 records as expected. Now another 11 to 20 records we want, means another 10 records. Again, whenever we rerun this mapping, again we want to pass the input parameter here. Now we'll pass the 11 to 12, 11 to 20. Now you can see another 10 records are loaded, which was not loaded in the first session run. You can see the sequence here 11 to 20. Because of we are giving the query, that's why we are getting this result. So in this way you can achieve this scenario. Next we'll see department wise count. So this is my source table. In my source, what I want, this is my department numbers. 4 times 40, 10, 20, 30, 1 time. So what I want the department count. This count department wise. So let's see. So you can see here, I simply took Oracle connection and employee table. Then I took aggregator. In aggregator, I did the group by column on department number, and in aggregate, I have created one output port as a department wise count, and I simply in the expression I have passed the count of employee ID. In target, in field mapping, you can see I have passed department count to the employee ID and department number. So let's run this mapping. So you can see 4 records are loaded into my target, and my source I am having the 7 records. So check here. So you can see here it is good department wise. And I got 111 for 10, 20, 30 because it is single time in my table, source table. But 40 department number I have a 4 times, so it given me the 4 count for 40. So in this way you can achieve the department wise count scenario. This is most asked interview question. Next we'll see, for example, in my source I have a few records, okay, and in my target I want the department ID null. For example, this is my source, okay, and there is one department number column which I want to print the null in that column. I don't want these values. This is my requirement. Department number should be null. So let's understand how we can achieve. So you can see here I simply took source as employee Oracle connection. In expression, I have created one output port, that is the department number with string data type, and I simply pass the null. So what I will get that? I will get all the nulls values in that particular column. And in department, in the field mapping, I simply pass that O department number column to this department number. So let's run. So you can see 7 rows are affected into my target. You can see here department number get all the null values. So in this way you can achieve the scenario. And the last scenario in this session or in this video we will see, that is the first and last name. For example, in my source there are two columns, first name and last name, but there are having some null values in each column, in each row. For example, first name Adam, last name null. Again the first name is null, last name is Paul. So what I want the two column in my target, first name and last name, that is Adam, then surname Paul, Alex, Pete, John, Gray, first name and last name. So we'll see how we can achieve this scenario in mapping. So you can see here I use expression and aggregator. In expression I have took the employee source table. You can see this is our source. So in expression what I did, I took two output port. One is variable port and one is the output port. So in variable port I have given one condition. If the first name is null, then we count, otherwise print we count plus 1. And in output I simply pass this variable port. So it will remove our null values. Then in aggregator I group by on O count column, that is our output column, and I took the two functions here, minimum of first name and minimum of last name in aggregator. In target I have created the runtime target. Now we'll run this mapping. So you can see here 3 records are affected into my target. So let's check in target. So you can see here we get output as expected. Okay, first name, last name, first name, last name. So in this way, if you want to crack your Informatica interview, please go through this video. I will collect more real-time scenario questions, interview questions. If you feel this video is very informative, so please like, share, subscribe and comment on my video. Thank you.